welcome back guys to 100x Entrepreneurs Summit. Now I know some of you are still at our first part of Facebook Live. You're still watching, you're still engaged with the charades activity that is hosted by our co-founders earlier on. So I would also appreciate all of you to slowly move into our second Facebook Live right now. Okay, our second Facebook Live, 100x Entrepreneurs Summit. At the same time, if you happen to be here, do let me know in the comment box, say hey. Okay, say hey, H-E-Y. Say hey, let me know that you're here watching right now, and help us to also share, tag your friends into this Facebook Live. Okay, share and tag your friends into this Facebook Live. Now, before we officially start, I know it's been a long afternoon already. It's Friday. People just want to get things a little bit relaxed. So we have actually arranged a pump up session for all of you. And now we're going to go straight into the pump up session first to get yourself, to get you guys, relax, to get yourself move around, move along together with our coach. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're at home right now, this is the time for you to join this session, our pump up session, together with Coach Josephine Yong, which is the first and only female IFBB pro in Malaysia. She's a certified body transformation and physics specialist, certified precision nutrition coach, and a certified Pilates instructor. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Coach Josephine Yong.
Hello everybody, it's me Josephine here. Come on, let's stand up. We're going to move together a little bit. Okay, work out a little bit so you feel much more relaxed, you stretch more energetic after this, okay? Now let's reach out the side where you stretch your arms. Feel the side of your shoulder here stretch. And then relax, open, change the other side. Feel the stretch. And then relax, open your hands to the side, nice and big. Now let's go over your head. We're going to stretch the tricep. We're folding your elbows. And then relax, change the other side. That's right. Feel the stretch after a long day of sitting. This feels very good. Now I want you to hug your body. And then open your hands to the side. And then hug your body tight. And then open as big as possible. So hug. And then open, and then hug. Good, and then open the hands to the side. Let's reach your body to the side. Reach to the other side. And then up, and then reach, and up, and reach. Feel the side of the body stretch. Reach to the side, reach. Two more. Good, one last one. And then now let's roll your shoulder. Roll your shoulder. That's right, open up your chest, and then open, two more times. Good. One last one now, let's reverse from the back to the front. From back, roll to the front, and then back to the front. Good. Keep rolling, feel the back opening. Let your muscles move a little bit. Two more times. One last one. Very good. Now let's put your hand on your waist, and then I will put one leg in front. I will lift up, touch the floor. Lift up, touch the floor. And up, and down, and up. If you can't keep your legs straight, keep it slightly bent, alright? Lift up and then down. Just let your leg move a little bit. Nice and easy. Change the other leg. Lift up, and down, and then up, and down. Up, and then down. Up and down, just lift it up. So if you feel tired, just keep your legs slightly bent. Two more times. One last one. Good. Now here, let's go into a squat. Nice big squat. And then you stand up, okay? And then down. And straight. Then and straight. Squat down and then come up straight. Think about sitting on your chair. Sit on your chair and then come up. Two more times. One last one. And then up. Good. Now let's hold your ankle at the back, feel the stretch at the front of your thigh, and then shake it out, change the other side. Hold your ankle, feel the stretch, and then relax. Good. Now take a deep breath, and then breathe out. And then that's it for today's session of the pump up session, okay? I am Josephine Yong. If you want to follow me, go to my Instagram. It is Jojo Pilates _IFBB _pro. Or you can go to my Facebook page, Josephine_IFBB Pro MY.
All right, thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, Coach Josephine. Guys, I think Joe is amazing. So at the comment box there, everyone just say how amazing she is. Okay, follow her, like her Facebook page, okay, and go and follow her in her Instagram account. Junhao says, nice to see Josephine still so energetic after 5 days of life. It is amazing. And I really like one thing about her pump-up session is that she always know which part of body, okay, of our body it's feeling aching. It's aching about because after long hours of sitting, watching our entrepreneurs submit, okay, she knows exactly where, and she gave us the right instruction for the right demonstration for the pump-up session. Same goes to BPA. Thank you so much, Junhao. Okay, so guys, I see that all of you are coming back here. How was the charades? Did you manage to guess anything from the charades earlier on? I think we've got very creative answers, especially when Ben was doing this, and when Yuki was doing something like this. I think some really very creative, and of course, I know got one. All of you sure know the answers. There is one person who always does this. Who is that? Okay, who is that? Okay, Alfred says Susa. Yeah, I think it was a great session. All of us enjoyed. It was lighthearted. It was fun for us. We laughed a lot, and of course, it's time for us to continue with our next session, our second part of our summit today. Okay, so Josephine says, did you move together with me just now? Yeah, Junhao, did you move together? Did you follow Joe's instruction? Let Joe know, okay? Okay, be honest. Yeah, Junhao, be honest. That's right, okay? Thank you so much. Now, I think we are all ready. So before that, just another kind reminder to all of you, we are also having a Facebook Live giveaway after the session. Make sure you like and you tag your friends in now, okay? Tag your friends into our Facebook Live right now. Share it to as many groups as you can, okay? I also like to ask for our speaker, okay, our speaker on a request right now. If you're hearing me, can you also help us to share this Facebook Live to your community, to your Facebook as well, so that more of your fans can join us in our 100X Entrepreneur Summit. All right. I'm hoping that our speaker later hears me. Junhao says, watching comfortably on my sofa. Junhao, why are you not moving? At least you can do, the standing and sitting up, the one where Joe was demonstrating the last part where actually she sit and she stand. That's the simplest one. Okay, day 5, part 2. That's right. Today is already day 5. This is our part 2 of Facebook Live. So please help us to like, share this Facebook Live to as many groups as you can. Share it to public groups out there. Tag your friends in. One person tag at least 5 of friends. Okay, tag 5 friends into our Facebook Live right now. And there will be a giveaway. And of course, if you have not yet taken part in the selfie check-in yet, our selfie theme today is face mask. Okay, face mask. I saw some questions asking in just now in the first live. Apart from mask like this, okay, apart from mask like this, can we do something else? Yeah, absolutely. If you're outside, okay, if you happen to be outside, those are our usual 3-ply masks. You can also take a photo with that, or those reusable masks. You can also use that. And you want to be creative? I've seen Ben has the facial mask. Those Korean you peel off facial mask. Yeah, so Ben was using facial mask and posted the facial mask in his Facebook page. Okay, so I seen Ben with that. I'm waiting for someone to put the 2 cucumber, the 2 timun on the eyes. Yeah, and if you have those clay masks, why not try and see? Okay, if you're doing your face mask at home, take a selfie, upload it to Facebook or Instagram account and hashtag us. Okay, hashtag 100X Summit. Ben say, you like it? Yes, I like it. I want a mask. I want to put on my mask too. Okay, so guys, I think our speaker is also ready. We are all ready. Are you all ready? Let me know. I'm assuming that you guys are ready. I can only know if you're ready by letting me know at the comment box there. Okay, tell me if you're ready. Everyone says ready. Ready. Okay, come on. Are you guys ready for our next session? Okay, for the next session, I need all of you to stay focused, stay high energy, okay, stay high spirited for this next session because it's a topic about peak performance. So you've got to be on your tip-top condition right now, okay? Peak performance strategies to thrive in your business. So brief background for our speaker, Shui Shui is the CEO and lead trainer of Growth Achievers. Now, Shui had experience of facilitating and coaching corporate training events with a talent management company, Thriving Talents, focusing on assisting companies to attract, retain, influence, and grow the largest population of consumers and workforce. The millennials across 57 countries impacting more than 5,000 lives. Their client base comprises of small, medium enterprise, SME, and also Fortune 500 companies. Prior to his career as a global speaker, Shui has expanded his talks to countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, Singapore, and Australia, changing the lives of many. As an author of a motivational book, When Success Meets Happiness, Shui has managed to inspire people to live a life they truly desire. Today, Shui is on a mission to help 10,000 people to unleash their deepest potential and to transform them into high performers into their own field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get Shui in here to join us, we're going to show you a short video clip of Shui.
I believe that passion and purpose is what sustain motivation. Hey everyone, this is Shui here and I'm a peak performance coach. Now I help entrepreneurs and corporate professionals to perform at their peak so that they will be able to reach their goals much faster. Now if you are currently struggling in your business right now and you lack purpose and meaning in what you do, or maybe you already have a business that is doing well, but then you want to take that business to the next level, you want to go from good to great, then I would like to invite you to the 100X Entrepreneur Summit where I'll be sharing with you many practical strategies and tools for you to change your life for good. And in this summit itself, I'll be sharing with you my 3-step formula on how I discovered my passion and how I'm able to turn that passion into a sustainable business and how you are able to do that too. So my dear friends, I hope to see you in the summit itself.
Please join me to welcome Shui.
Hello everyone, and thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much for the introduction. All right, so for those of you who can hear me, just type in 1 in the comments so that I know you guys can hear me, all right? And great to be part of this summit and great to see all of you here. So just type in 1 if you're able to see me and hear me clearly. All right, very good, okay? So before we start, just let me pull off my slides, then we'll get things started, right? All right, okay. Give me a moment. Okay, so if you are able to see my slide, just type in 2 so that I know if you're able to see my slides. Just type in 2. Hold on, yeah. Okay, good. All right. Okay, good. So first of all, thank you so much for being here today. And also welcome to this Entrepreneur Live Summit here, right? Now, just a quick question here before I start, right? How many of you here, you guys would like to make 2021 your best year ever? If that is you, just type in 1 in the comment. If you want to make 2021 your best year ever. Or how many of you here, you guys would like to achieve more success in your year, be it your business or your health? Type in yes as well in the comment. Right? And first of all, I'd just like to congratulate each and every one of you here for being here today. right? Because the fact that right now it's 4 p.m., you could be at any other places doing any other things, watching Netflix or even working, but then you chose to be here today. And I think that itself is commitment itself. So I would like to congratulate you for being here today and just give yourself a round of applause for being here. Okay, so in this 1.5 hours workshop, what I'll be doing is that I'll be sharing with you very practical strategies on how are you able to perform at your peak so that you can crush your goals in 2021. Because how many of you here agree that when you are able to perform better at work, when you're able to have a different mindset, when you're able to have a different strategy, your life will be very different right now, right? So in this session here, I'll be sharing with you about the peak performance strategies for you to thrive in your business. Now, even if you tell me you don't have any business, this applies to you in your daily life as well. Okay, now moving on. Usually when I start off my training, I usually have 3 rules that I love to share with people, okay, to start off the entire training here. Now, the first rule that I have for all of you here is that I want all of you here to participate. So I believe in active learning, not passive learning. And I believe that when you want to learn the best, it's not just about you listening to me. It is also about you responding to me, right? So what I want you to do throughout this session is that whenever I ask you a question, I want you to just respond to me by typing down your answer in the comment. Because by typing down, I will know whether number 1, you are listening to it or not. And number 2 is that whether you are processing it or not, so that I'll be able to customize my content to suit your learning. Okay. Now, number 2 is that I want all of you here to pay 100% attention in this session. Because since you're going to spend the next 1.5 hours with us here, why not do it at 100%? So what I want you to do is that right now, I would like you to silence your phone and close down any other tabs that you have and to really make sure that you are in a place whereby you can focus on your own and make sure you have your notebook along with you as well. All right. Now, the third thing that I have for all of you here, all right, I want all of you here to take massive action after this class here. Now, the reason is very simple. I believe that information itself does not give you result, but what gives you result is the action that you take, because ultimately when you take more action, it will lead you to get more results, right? So whatever you have learned in this class here, don't just keep it here inside as a knowledge, but what I want you to do is that I want you to take massive action and I want you to implement it in your life, right? Now let's just do a quick test here. How many of you here, you guys agree to take action after this masterclass? Just type in a yes in the comment. Just type in a yes in the comment if you agree to take action, right? If you agree to take action, just type in a yes. So throughout this 1.5 hour session, right, I will be sharing with you 3 outcomes for you. Now, the first one is that I'll be sharing with you how to develop unstoppable confidence within you so that you can crush the fears of rejection and get people to say yes to you more often. Because the thing that stops most of us here from reaching our goal is not the strategy itself, but it's because we lack confidence. So I'll be sharing with you exact strategies on how you can gain more confidence in what you are doing. Okay. And number 2 is that I'll be sharing with you how the rich and successful people are thriving and winning even bigger than before, even in difficult times, and how you can steal their secrets ethically, right? And number 3 is that I'll be sharing with you how to double your productivity while working 14 hours lesser a week and achieve the same results or even more. So the thing is that how many of you here, you guys think that you actually lack time in your life? So in this third strategy here, I'll be sharing with you a very simple productivity strategy on how are you able to have a 14-hour lesser in your work time, right? So that you have more time to spend with yourself, with your family, and anything that you love to do. Okay, so that is the 3 outcomes that I have for you inside this presentation. So before I just go further, right, I just want to take some time here to reintroduce myself again, right? So my name is Shui. I'm an entrepreneur, speaker, and author. So I was being recognized as the Malaysia's youngest and leading peak performance coach, right? And throughout the years, I've consulted and trained many MNCs and also Fortune 500 companies as well, like companies like Sime Darby, Zalora, Prudential, and Mazda. And also because of this initiative of mine to train up people, I am also being featured on local newspapers like the Stars, the New Straits Times, and the China Press. All right. So my dear friends, is it okay if I share with you about my personal journey? Like, how did I actually ended up becoming a trainer? If that is okay with you, just type in yes in the comment, right? And I promise that in this story itself, there will be at least 4 to 5 learnings that you can also take away from. Okay, so just type in yes in the comment itself, and I will get started, right? Okay, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to this session here again. Okay, now, how many of you can guess that at the start of my journey, right, I actually never intended to become a speaker at first. And if you realize in this picture, can you guys guess which one is me? Just type in the comment, which one do you think is me, right? Can you guys guess which one is me? Okay, now it's the yellow shirt, it's the fat boy, right? So the thing is that at the age of, ever since I was 5 years old, I think, my dream back then was to become a national badminton player. So what I did was that I think this is because of my dad as well. I wanted to become a national badminton player, and I wanted to win the first ever gold medal in the Olympic Games for Malaysia. So that was my dream back then. And up till now, I know Malaysia have not won any gold medal yet, right? But then the thing is that that was my dream back then. I had a really bold dream. So what I did was that I lived a very different life from my peers. You see, when my peers get to go out there, they get to hang out with their friends, they get to play football, you know, like kids, right? We love to play around. But all I did was to train. All I did was that every single day, I just went to training, and after that, I went back home. That is my life. So I live a very different life from most of my peers out there. And imagine, right, every single day, I need to wake up 6 a.m. in the morning just to get ready, and I need to start my training at 7 a.m. Whenever we start our training, we will usually run 6 km, do 500 push-ups and hundreds of smashes before we eventually start our training. Then after that, when my trainings ended at around 12 p.m., I would need to rush to school, right? So after I came back from school, for me, my mom always told me this, that Shui, if you want to play badminton, you need to take care of your studies as well. You know, like typical Asian mom, they love to say this, right? So what I did was that I also studied very hard, and my results was actually not bad, right? But then life was very tough for me. I would usually go to bed around 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. in the morning, and then the same routine goes on and on. So average day, I would get around 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So what happened to me was that I trained really hard in this competition. And at the age of 13, I managed to get into the states team. So for those of you who are not quite sure about badminton, right, basically we have a few levels here. Now the first level is what we call the school level. Then we go through the district level. Then we go through the state level. Then finally we reach the national level. So right now I'm at the state level, just one more step to the national level. Okay, so at the age of 17, there was just one opportunity that came by. And this opportunity was, if I am able to win this competition, I will be selected for the national team. And you know, deep down inside, I tell myself this, okay lah, this is it. I am going to be the next Lee Chong Wei. I was so confident I was going to make it, right? So what happened was that I trained really hard for that competition. Now, in the first round, I won. In the second round, I won as well. I made it all the way into the final, just one step away from my dream. And in that fight, before the final itself, I couldn't sleep. And the thing is that I was so excited, but at the same time, I was also so nervous. So in the final itself, I was up against a Johor player. So my dear friends, I just want you to take a quick guess here, right? So did I win or did I lose in the competition, in the final itself? How many of you said that I won the final? Just type in a win there in the comment. Or how many of you said that I lost? Just type in a loss there in the comment. All right. How many of you think that I won the final, or how many of you think that I lost the final? Just type down in the comment here so that I know. All right. Because the final itself, I was really nervous. I am not sure what to do. All right. So that day itself, I trained really hard, and I know that this is my only chance. So take a guess. Did I win or did I lose in the final? All right. So let me just share with you this. Okay. So if I have won the final, I wouldn't have been here today speaking to all of you here. Right. So the thing is that I lost the final. Right. So after that loss, there was this national coach. He came up to me and he told me this. Shui, I'm really sorry. I know you worked so hard for this competition, but we only select the champion for the national team. Now imagine how I actually felt back then. A dream that I once had for almost 10 years, and suddenly someone just told me that I'm no longer able to achieve this dream anymore, right? So Junhao asked which one was me. So the yellow one, the fattest one, and the shortest one. Okay. So imagine the dream that I had for almost 10 years. Suddenly someone just told me that I could no longer achieve this dream anymore. And immediately I was lost in my life because I did not know what I wanted. So what I did was that for a very long time, I went into depression because I just did not know what I want. And deep down inside, I know that I want to be able to do something for myself, to stop feeling small and get other people to recognize my talent. But the thing is that I have a lot of uncertainty inside me. I have no clarity, I have no goals, I have no direction, and I don't even know how to do it, right? And deep down inside, I just felt like I was not good enough. How many of you here, by the way, just to do a quick check, yeah? How many of you here, you guys have ever felt that way before? Whereby you wanted something for a very long time, but then you eventually failed to get that dream of yours, and then you told yourself that you are not good enough. If you can relate to this, just type in a yes in the comment if you are able to relate to this, right? So one of the lessons that I've learned up to this point of my life is this, right? You can only connect the dots looking backwards. And this is by the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, right? And I never understood what this quote actually means to me back then. Because back then, all I know is that I wanted to become the national player, and suddenly this dream of mine was being stripped off. And I just lost my identity in the night, right? But I realized that along the way, everything happens for a reason. And you may be wondering right now, why are you going through certain challenges in your life at the moment? Or why is your business facing certain challenges right now? But trust me, few months down the road, or even 1 year, 5 years down the road, you will realize that it actually happens for a reason, right? So what changed my life next was that I discovered a tool which eventually turned my entire life around. And this tool itself is what I call NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. So by the way, guys, just to do a quick check here, how many of you here, you guys heard of NLP before? Just if you have heard of NLP before, type in a yes in the comment. If you have not heard of it, type in a no. All right, type in a yes if you have heard of NLP before, or type in a no if you have not heard of NLP before. Okay, so for those of you who have not heard of NLP before, right, NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming, and basically it talks about how are we able to condition our unconscious mind to set us up for success. How are we able to get clear on our goals? How are we able to develop the right strategy for us to reach our goal? How are we able to become more productive at work, to have more focus, and to have more clarity at work? So these are the things that I learned in NLP, which eventually turned my life around. So this was me actually graduating from the NLP training program. It was a training program conducted by Adam Khoo all the way in Singapore. So that time, when I finally know what I really wanted to do after I learned NLP, I thought to myself, right? So right now, I had this skill to be able to help other people. I had the confidence to be able to help other people. What's next for me, right? So what I decided to do next thing was that I decided to start my training journey at the age of 20 years old, right? And what happened was that when I first started this training journey at the age of 20 years old, I traveled across different universities in Malaysia, giving talks to students back then, teaching them how to set goals, teaching them how to become a top student, how to become more productive at their school. All right. And also I was being recognized as one of the youngest and top peak performance trainers in the country. Okay. So after gaining some of the little success as young as the age of 21, right, I started to talk to myself. So right now I managed to impact some lives, right? So what's next for me? Okay. And there was this crazy idea that came up into my mind. Why not publish a book, right? And this crazy idea just came out to my mind. And the first time this idea came by, right, I literally say, no, that is impossible. No one is going to read my book, right? But the thing is that because of what I've discovered in NLP, I realized that everything in life is actually possible. So what I did was that I decided to set a goal to write my book and to publish that book. Okay, but let me just ask you this, guys. How many of you, right, when you go through life, And the moment when you set some goals, right, there will be what we call monkeys all around us. How many of you have monkeys all around you? Now, what does monkey do? Monkey, they make noises, right? So when I first set the goal of wanting to publish a book, there was so much monkeys around me, and they just tell me this, Ayya, Shui, you don't even read books. How do you write a book? Ayya, Shui, you are just so young. You sure what you are talking or not, right? So how many of you here, you guys had ever had monkeys around you before? Okay, but the thing is that a lot of times we had people like that around us. After saying monkey eat bananas and peanuts, right? Yes, that's right. Okay, monkeys also love to make noises. Okay, so what I did was that back then as a student, I don't really have much funds to publish my book. So what I decided to do was that I decided to look for sponsorship. I decided to look for people to fund my book, and also decided to look for publishers who are willing to help me to publish this book. And guess what? Every single day, I send out hundreds of emails, do hundreds of cold calls just to get people to believe in this dream of mine. And the thing was that I thought that people are going to love this idea. But I got no after no after no after no. I got rejections after rejections, right? And there's this people, they just came out and tell me this, right? Shui, you're just too young. You don't have the experience. Maybe you should just stop doing what you are doing. How many of you have ever faced like harsh criticism like this? So I did back then, and that was when I was just 21. So at that time, business was also not going quite well for us because I was transitioning myself from the school market into the corporate market. So people see me as someone who lacks experience. And once again, when so much self-doubt comes in, I was lost and overwhelmed again. And how many of you here realize that a lot of times, right, people tell you this, Shui, you just need to be motivated. Shui, you just need to think positive. Think positive, right? People tell you this, you need to think positive. You need to focus on the bright side. But how many of you realize that a lot of times it is easy for us to talk about theories. It is easy for people to tell you to be motivated. But then when the real challenges kicks in, we have no idea what to do. Eventually, we forgot every single thing, right? So the thing is that at that time, I was being left with two choices. Number one is that I chose to continue this journey to publish my book. And number two is that I choose to give up. But I know for a fact that if I go with the second choice, which is to give up, all these monkeys around me, they will laugh at me for my entire life. And I don't want that to happen. So what I did was that I decided to give myself a chance. And what I did was that I decided to go on a journey to learn from people who are much more successful than me. And I decided to learn after their strategy so that I'll be able to apply in my own life and also in my own business as well. So what I did was that I started a show, and it's called the Achiever Show. And I went across Malaysia. I interviewed some of the world's successful minds, from successful entrepreneurs to award-winning business owners to coaches to trainers. And I interviewed them. I asked them about their secrets to success. And I learned every single strategies that they gave me. And after that, I tried to apply it in my life. And what happened to me next was really shocking. Because after learning this and after applying this in my life for some time, within just 3 months' time, I managed to become one of the youngest authors in my university to publish a book. And this book itself is called When Success Meets Happiness. I was even interviewed by the producers of Malaysia's business station, BFM, Freda Liu, inside this conference here. All right. And after this publication of book, I was being featured in many local newspapers just because people told me that how valuable this book is in helping them in their life. All right. And after that, I started my own company called Growth Achievers, where I travel across different countries. Right now, it's around 5 countries to inspire people. I was even being featured as a TEDx speaker as well. And the thing is that everything that happened to me, as I look back in my journey, I'm sharing all this not to just brag about how good I am, but is to really show you what is possible. And I believe that if someone young as me, if someone as inexperienced as me is able to do something like this, every single one of you here, you guys are able to do this as well. So as I look back in my journey, right, and I ask myself this, what made me who I am today? Because I'm sure there's something that I have done right, which allows me to be where I am today. And I realized something. It is my ability to bring the best out of myself every single day. And it is my ability to perform at moments that matters. That is what brings me to where I am today. So my dear friends, here's one lesson that I want all of you here to understand. Never ever give up on your dreams, because the one decision that you make can change your life forever. And I know some of you guys might tell me this, right? Yeah, Shui, it's easy for you to say this. You don't understand my life, right? And I understand that. We are all human beings. And there are times whereby we might give up on our life. But how many of you here, you guys agree that it is the 1 to 2 decision that you chose to persist, that you chose not to give up? That is the decision that will bring you the most results. How many of you here, you guys can relate to what I'm saying? Or how many of you guys here, you guys are learning something so far? Just type in a yes in the comment so that I know you guys are learning something so far. How many of you here, you guys are gaining values from this session so far? Just type in a yes in the comment, right? And the thing here is that other people can't see your vision is because this vision is only meant for you. And there will be people telling you this, right? Yeah, why you take up business? Why you go into entrepreneurship? Just find a job. Just find a 9 to 5 job, settle, right? People will tell you this. But the thing is that the vision that you have, people can't see it. And that's because that vision itself is not meant for them. It's meant for you. So don't let anyone tell you what you can or you cannot achieve. And here's one idea, or here's one perspective that I would like you to see in terms of your business, in terms of your health, or in terms of your finance or any other areas in your life. And once you're able to see this, right, every aspect of your life, I can share with you this, it changes. And when I understand this, I was never afraid about failure. Because how many of you guys here, you guys somehow, there are some sort of like fear of failure inside you. If yes, just type in failure inside the comments so that I know. How many of you here, you guys have the fear of failure inside you, right? But I can promise you this, when you are able to shift this perspective, in the next slide that I'm going to share with you, it will change your business. It will change your life forever. And here's the thing that I want to share with you. You guys ready? All right. So make personal growth your ultimate goal, right? Make personal growth your ultimate goal. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, for most of us here, right, what we do is that we define our success based on the results that we get. If my business right now is doing 6 figures, it means that I am successful. My business right now is not getting clients in. It means that I am no good. It means that I am not successful. Or if I'm able to achieve that 6-pack health, I am healthy. I am successful. But right now I'm fat. I'm not successful. So for most of us, what we do is that we tend to base our success on the results that we get. And a lot of times we get so caught up in the journey. We get so caught up in the goal itself that we forgot about everything. But let me share with you this. You got to make your personal growth as your ultimate goal. And write this down. Your business is nothing but a vehicle to your personal growth. And this applies to your relationship. This applies to your health as well. They are all nothing but a vehicle to your personal growth. So right now, if you are making 5 figures, 6 figures in your business, good for you. But to me, it doesn't matter. The question here you got to ask yourself is this. Did you grow along the journey after making 5 to 6 figures? If today you are telling me that your business is not doing well, you are not getting clients in, it's okay. It doesn't matter. But the question is, did you grow in this journey? And if the answer is yes, that is what matters the most. Same goes to your health as well. If today you got 6-pack ab, good for you. But the question is that, did you grow along the way? So you got to understand one thing, right? Achieving your goals right now, I'm sure all of you here, you guys have a goal to achieve. But achieving your goals will never make you happy. But who you become in the process of reaching your goals, that will make you happy. Right? Think about it. And I want you to write this down. Achieving your goals in life will never make you happy. Who you become in the process of achieving your goals will make you happy. right? How many of you guys are gaining some sort of like big ideas here so far? Type in WOW in the comment, right? So let's just make this session here as interactive as possible. Type in WOW if you're gaining some sort of value here so far. All right, very good, very good. Okay, so that's the thing that I want to share with you. Everything in life is about personal growth. And in this session here, I am going to share with you 3 strategies to perform at your peak and to crush your goals in 2021 while gaining emotional freedom and also achieving more in your business, right? I can say, Dixon, wow, 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 right? Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Thank you so much, right? So I'm going to share with you 3 strategies on how are you able to perform at your peak. Now, how many of you here, right, you guys have something that you want to achieve in your life, but then you just do not know how to achieve that? Or how many of you here, you guys sometimes lack motivation or focus in the goals that you achieve? If that is you, type in yes in the comments so that I know how I'm able to help you, right? So would you agree that right now, if you are able to learn a strategy to perform at your best, when you have more clarity, when you have more focus in what you do every single day, how many of you agree that your life will be very different from where you are right now? And how many of you agree that you will eventually progress faster at your current pace? Okay, and I'm going to share with you 3 strategies on how are you able to achieve this. So if you are ready, guys, for these 3 strategies, type in ready in the comment. Type in ready in the comment if you are ready, right? And we'll start with strategy number 1. All right, type in ready in the comment and we will get started with strategy number 1. Okay, now, strategy number 1 is this. Your mindset. Okay, strategy number 1, how to develop unstoppable confidence within you so that you can crush the fear of rejection and get people to say yes to you more often. All right, now the thing is that for many of you here, how many of you realize that you actually have great potential inside you, but then you know that you are good, but it's just not reflecting in your business results? You are just not seeing results in your business, but you know deep down inside that you are good. If that is you, just type in a yes in the comments so that I know, right? And how many of you here, you guys know that you need to take some sort of action towards your goal, but because of certain fears that you have, you just don't do it? And that is because a lot of times we hear this, right? Success is about 80% mindset and 20% strategy. And a lot of times your strategies doesn't really matter. But what really matters is your mindset. Because if you are able to get your mindset right, you will be able to find the resources that you need for you to reach your goal. And here's something interesting about this research. Science has shown that only 8% of the people actually achieve their goals. Right? Now, my dear friends, I want to ask you this, right? How many of you here, you guys have ever set New Year resolution before? How many of you guys here in 2020, you guys have set New Year resolution before? Whether it's your fitness goal, whether it's your business goal. If that is you, can I see you type in goal in the comment? Type in goal in the comment if you have set New Year resolution before, right? But let me ask you this. How many of you realize that within the first few months, you started to slack off, right? So imagine this, like a lot of us, we set fitness goal. Like at the start of the year, I want to reach a certain fitness goal, right? So I need to wake up every day 6 a.m. to go for running. That is what we set, right? But how many of you realize that after you run for 6 a.m. in 1 week, the second week, you wake up at around 7 a.m. And then the third week, you wake up at 8 a.m. And after the first month, you did not wake up anymore. How many of you can relate to this, right? And the thing is that a lot of time as human beings, we are all emotional creatures. And the first thing that you got to master here is your mindset. Dixon said, it took me 1 day to start slacking off. That's right. For most of us, we can't even persist for a month. 1 day, 2 days, we started to give up, right? And the thing is that why is mindset so important? It's because how many of you here, you guys would like to achieve success in your life? Or how many of you here, you guys would like to achieve your goals much faster? You see, the thing is that for 90% of the people, right, what they do is that they hope that they will be able to achieve success. They wish that one day they can reach their goal. They want to reach their goal. But the thing is that they are just not committed to reach their goal. That's why they are not able to reach their goal. Now, for people who are committed, who are the 10%, what they do is that they will do whatever it takes for them to reach their goal. Dixon said did not wake up at all, no lah, right? So maybe they wake up a little bit later, but then not according to their schedule. Do not wake up at all, right? So a lot of times you got to understand this. It is about your commitment. When you make it a must for you to do it, you will not make any excuses. And that is the importance of mindset, right? And some of you guys here, I understand that you guys might tell me this. Shui, I think that I don't need motivation in my life. I don't need positive thinking in my life, right? Now I agree, right? I agree that it's not like every single day you just tell yourself this, I am motivated, I'm motivated, I'm motivated, I'm positive, I'm positive, I'm positive. Then you'll become positive. It does not work that way, right? And I never believe in positive affirmation. I never believe that by just telling yourself life has no problem, then life will have no problem. And I don't believe in motivation. But what I do believe in is the science of motivation. Because there are certain strategies that is backed by science that will keep you motivated. And if you are able to apply these strategies in your life, you will feel motivated without you doing that intentionally. And that's what we're going to explore in today's session here. All right. And here's the thing. Research has shown that 90% of the high performers are also high in emotional intelligence, which is also known as their mindset. So think about it. If you want to be a high performer today, you got to know that you also need to have a very powerful mindset, right? And here's another research. So what if I told you that your income is directly related to your emotional intelligence and also your performance as well? See, research has shown that people with a higher degree of emotional intelligence make average 29,000 per year more than people with a low degree of emotional intelligence. So imagine that by being able to control your mind better, by being able to think better, by being able to produce results better, you'll be able to increase your income. By being able to wake up every single day, feeling creative, being more productive at your work, without having all this fear that you are self-doubting yourself. That itself will increase your performance at work and eventually increase your income in your business as well, right? So think about it. Let me just show you this comparison here. Now, imagine that person A and person B, right? Now, imagine person A, person B, they both have the same potential. They are very potential people here, right? And their potential is at a level 100%. But for person A, his mindset is only at a 30%. Now, do you think that when his mindset is at a 30%, when he has certain fears inside him, when he doubts himself, when he has certain limiting belief that says, I think I cannot do it one lah, I don't have the mental strength to do it. Do you think he will take action or not? He might take action, but then I would say it's around 30%, right? And when he put in 30% of action, the results that he get, I would also assume is around 30%. But compared to person B, when his mindset is around 80%, when he tells himself that I can do it, I must do it, do you think the action that he take will be very different from person A? Absolutely. And do you think when he take a different action, the results that he get will also be very different? Absolutely. Right? So can you see that by just changing your mindset, and we have not even talked about like strategies for you to get success yet. We haven't even talked about how to increase your performance yet. But by just tweaking your mindset, you can see a very big difference in the results that you get. And that is because we always start with mindset. So my dear friends, you got to make a decision here. Do you want to be person A or do you want to be person B? Because no matter how good you are, no matter how much potential that you have, right? If you do not have the right mindset, guess what? You will eventually not reach your goal. So my dear friends, comment down in the comment below. Do you want to be person A or do you want to be person B? Right? If you want to be person A, type in person A. I hope none of you comment that. And if you want to be person B, type in person B in the comment. Right? Type in person B in the comment. Right? Type in person B in the comment. Aldi say person B, right? Very good. Okay. Action speaks louder than words, correct? Okay, now moving on. You see, for most people, what they do is that they have fears stopping us from reaching their goals. And I can tell you this, that the biggest fear that is stopping you right now from your goals is actually the fear of rejection, right? And how many of you here, you guys have this fear of rejection in your life? Type in fear in the comments so that I know how I can help you. How many of you here, you guys have fear of rejection in your life? Type in fear in the comments so that I'll be able to help you, all right? And the thing about fear is that before we want to eliminate them from our life, we got to be aware of these fears first. Okay, so that's why if you have fear, I appreciate you to just comment down in the comment. And for those of you who have commented, thank you for your honesty and thank you for your openness, because I believe that that is always the first way for you to change, right? So the biggest fear that we all have as a person is the fear of rejection. No one likes rejection, right? But what if I told you this? What if I told you that this fear that you have is actually costing you millions worth of opportunities? Now, have you ever asked yourself this before? Like, what if I reach out to people and then they say no to me? What if they reject me? Then I'll feel sad, right? Or how many of you here have ever told yourself like something like this before? Who am I to actually talk to them? Don't bother sending them a message because they will eventually not reply me one. Who am I, right? I'm a nobody. Why should they reply me, right? And some of you guys have this fear that what if I try and I still fail? And this fear that you guys have, it is actually costing you millions worth of opportunities, right? So the thing is that if you want to change your life for good, the first thing that you need to get rid of is that you need to get rid of this fear of rejection, okay? And the thing is that what if you can overcome all the fear of rejection, share your ideas to more people, and eventually help you to close more sales, whether it's in your business or to get more opportunities in your business as well. And most importantly, right, when people reject you, you are okay with it. You are able to take it naturally and you are able to move on. You are able to feel more confident about yourself. And that is what true confidence is all about. Okay? And I believe one thing, that fear of rejection is something that we can eliminate by changing our mindset. Because I can share with you this, like, remember I talked about, I used to interview many successful entrepreneurs in the Achiever show, right? So when I sent invitation to them for them to be on my show, I used to have this fear that what if they say no to me? Who am I to even interview them? I am just a nobody. But the thing is that once you are able to get rid of this fear of rejection, you will be surprised that these people, they are actually more open than we are expected them to be, for them to collaborate with us, for them to even reply us. You will be surprised when you really try that out. And I know some of you guys here, you guys might have certain fears of selling. You guys might have certain fears that what if I present my opportunities to other people, but then what if they just say no to me? But here's what I believe. Okay, here's what I believe, and that is my belief. If you are truly confident about your own service, your own product, or the values that you can provide to other people, it is your moral obligation to share it with them. Because think about it, it is your responsibility to share it with them. Imagine that if you have this fear of rejection and you don't share your ideas, you don't share your service to other people, and when your prospect go buy from other people, other salespeople, and then when they find out that that solution itself doesn't work, they go back to you to buy your solution. Would you think that it actually costs your prospect even more money, right? And that wasted their time as well. So I believe that if you truly believe you have something good to share, if you truly believe that you have something valuable for you to provide to other people, you got to share that message. And the first way for you to do it is by first getting rid of your fear of rejection. All right. And I want to share with you this formula here that allows me to overcome all my fear of rejection so that I'll be able to right now share my message openly and also to present confidently to all of you here. How many of you here would like to learn this one strategy? Type in a yes if you are ready to learn this one strategy. Right? Type in a yes if you are ready to learn this strategy, right? Yes, that's right. Elaine said that fear is false evidence appearing real, right? So if people reject me, it is actually their loss, right? So if you look at me, right, I was never afraid to share what I'm doing right now, which is about sharing about peak performance, because I truly believe that this skill itself can help lives, can help people transform their business, can help people to change their life for good. So I'm never afraid to share this with people. Okay, so here's one strategy that I want to share with you, right? Are you guys ready? So here it is. Okay, oops. I want you to write this down. E plus R equals to O. Right? E plus R equals to O. Now, what do I mean by E plus R equals to O? Okay, now E refers to the event in our life. I want you to write that down. E stands for the event in our life. So what is event? Event are things that happens to us. Like you being here is an event that happens to you, right? Or you going to dinner is an event that happens to you. So we all go through a lot of different events in our life. And O refers to the outcome that we get. O refers to the outcome that we get. Okay? So let me just ask you this, right? Does event itself determines your outcome? So imagine that if today you are being born in a poor family, does it determine your outcome, which is to achieve your goal, to maybe make 5 figures in your business, to make 6 figures in your business? Or let's say if today you have certain challenges in your life, that is an event that happens to you, right? Does it affect your outcome? What do you think? Type in the comment, let me know, yes or no. Does it affect your outcome? And I want to share with you one thing. Your past doesn't equal to your future. What you have gone through in the past doesn't mean you will be going through the same thing in your future as well. Because R stands for respond. R stands for respond. It's not the event itself that determines our outcome, but how we respond to the event that will determine our outcome. So can someone just type down in the comment for me, like E equals to event, R equals to respond, and O equals to outcome. So event plus respond equal to outcome. Okay, so a lot of times we complain that I am an introvert, I'm not good at sales, but the thing is that it doesn't mean you can't talk to people, right? Or some of you guys might say this, right? I don't have the experience, I lack experience, I think I'm too young to pitch, who am I, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't do your job well, because the key factor here is how you respond to those events. Okay, now moving on, there are 3 ways our mind actually processes information, and this is something very crucial, because once you're able to understand this, you will be able to control your mind and also control the way you think and control the way you handle rejection. Okay, now the first way is this. Every time certain things happen to us, the first thing that our mind will comes up to us is that, what do I choose to focus on? Right? What do I choose to focus on? Now, for some people, they say this, right? Why did this happen to me? Who is it to be blamed? What have I lost because of this? Or some people, they say this, what can I learn from this? What resources do I still have? How can I turn it around? So everything that happens to us, right? The first thing that our mind will say is that, what do I choose to focus on? If you think about it, like this COVID-19, the moment the government announced the lockdown in the country, there are certain people who said this, right? Why me? Why every time it's me? Every time I'm so unlucky. It must be the government that locked down this country. Business also can't do. How many of you have ever said something to yourself like this before? Be honest, right? But for some people, they know that right now I can't control the government decision. I can't control the economy out there. So right now, what do I choose to focus on? What can I do right now in spite of all these things that is happening right now? And how you actually think has everything to do with your programming in the past. How do you program your mind? Some people, they are being programmed to think in a positive side. Some people, they are being programmed to think more on the negative side. Okay? Now, the second way our mind processes information is this. After we choose what to focus on, the second thing is that, what does this mean? Right? What does this mean? So some people, when they focus on the negative side, they say this, right? Why is it always me, right? So what does it mean? It means that I cannot do my business. It means that I need to wait for government decision, right? Or sometimes it means that it must be karma. I'm so sway, lah. You know what sway is? Bad luck, right? So I'm so bad luck in my business, right? So the thing is that you got to identify what does it mean to you. Some people, they have this meaning that says, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's something that I need to learn. Maybe it's an experience that I want to learn. So you got to ask yourself this question: what does it mean to you? Right? And the third one, what am I going to do about it? Okay, what am I going to do about it? Right? So some people, they say that, I can't do anything now also, so wait for the government decision law. What can I do now? Right? But some people, they say that, okay, right now I can't do this, so what can I do next? Maybe I can go online. Maybe I can try out different social media strategies. What is next for me? Right? So that is the 3 ways on how our mind actually processes information. And if you are able to control this, right, and the moment you realize that you are in a negative pattern, you have the ability to switch from negativity to positivity. And that itself will give you a positive result. Because think about it. If right now you are able to focus on the positive side, and if you are able to give yourself a more empowering meaning, do you think that the action that you take will also be very different? And do you think that the chance of you achieving your goals will be much more higher? Right? So this is it. This is the 3 things that you need to understand on how our mind actually processes information. Okay? How many of you guys, by the way, you guys are gaining some sort of value so far? Type in value in the comment. Type in value in the comment. All right? Type in value in the comment, you guys, if you guys are gaining some sort of value so far in this session. So that is strategy number 1 for today, which is your mindset. Right? Correct. Elaine says, whatever we focus on, energy flows. Right? That's good. So how many of you here, you guys are ready for secret number 2? All right. How many of you guys here, you guys are ready for strategy number 2? Type in ready in the comment as well. Okay. We want to make this session as interactive as possible. Now, strategy number 2 is this. All right. Here we go. Oops. Okay. Now, strategy number 2. You need to master your performance. How the rich and successful people are thriving and winning even bigger than before, even in difficult times, and how you can steal their secrets ethically. How many of you would like to learn how successful people actually operate? Or how many of you here would like to learn how achievers actually go through their daily life? And the thing is that you've got to master your performance, and that is secret number 2. Okay, now, let me just show you this picture here, okay? If you look at this picture here, right? How many of you guys here, you guys can recognize some of the faces? Just type in the comment, who do you see here? Type in the comment, who do you see here? Now, can we all agree that all these people are very successful people? Type in yes if you agree that all these people are very successful people. Type in yes in the comment if you agree that all these people here, they are very successful people. People like Steve Jobs, people like Jack Ma, Bill Gates, right? Elon Musk, Nicole David. Type in yes if you think that they are very successful. And the thing is that they are not just successful, but they are very, very, very successful. Agree? So let me just ask you this. What do you think that they have in common that allows them to be so successful? What do you think that they have in common that allows them to be so successful? And how many of you here, you guys agree that the thing that they all have is this? They are all high performers in their own field, which means that they are all able to perform at their best. They are all performers in their own field. That's why they are able to reach the amount of success that they have. Okay? Now, for most of us, right, a lot of times, logically, we know what to do for us to reach our goal. But how many of you, right, you know what to do for you to reach your goal, you know how to reach your goal, but the problem for you is that you just did not do it. So let me just give you an example here, right? Now, how many of you here, you guys have a fitness goal as well? How many of you here at the start of the year or even this year, you guys want to keep fit? If that is you, just type in fit in the comment. Type in fit in the comment so that I know, right? So that I know that you want to keep fit and I know how to help you. Okay? Now, you see, right? For most people, they set goals. And for some people, they say this. They want to reach their health goal. They want to get six-pack abs. They want to have a healthy lifestyle. That is their life goals, right? But a lot of times, we know exactly what to do for us to reach our goal. What do you need to do in order for you to get healthy? Basically, two things. I can tell you this. Just two things only. We either exercise and we diet. We look into our nutrition. That's it. That is the formula for you to be healthy. And I'm going to give this formula to you. But the thing is that how many of you are confident that you can follow this formula for the entire year? If you are confident, type in a yes. I salute you for that. If you are not, type in a no, right? If you are not confident, type in a no. Okay. Now, you see, for most people, logically, we know that in order for us to keep fit, we need to get out and exercise, right? But then our reality said this. Ayya, lazy lah. Let me just sleep in bed for another 10 minutes. Then after that, you slept for almost 1 hour. And after that, it's time for you to go to work. How many of you can relate to this? Or how many of you here, when you see the plate of roti canai or you see the plate of char kway teow, logically you know that if you want to keep fit, you cannot eat that food. But then you just tell yourself this, one bite doesn't kill. You tell yourself this, one bite doesn't kill. Then after that, you go for one bite, you go for the second bite, you go for the third bite, and you finish the entire plate the next time you know it, right? So the thing is that as human beings, logically, we know exactly how to reach our goal, but then we just do not do it. And this applies to business as well, right? So in business, logically, you know that in order for you to grow your business, you need to do more marketing. You need to network with people. You need to reach out to more people. Logically, you know that. Very simple. But the thing is that when fears kicks in, when you start doubting yourself, and how many of you here become like this, right? So how many of you here, you guys tell yourself this, that I'm not sure if this is going to work, so maybe let's just do it another day. But the truth is that, do you know why for most of us, we lack motivation? It's because deep down inside, we are afraid. We are afraid to get rejected. Because when we get rejected, we have no idea what we can do. We are not trained to handle rejection. So that's why you tell yourself this, I would rather not take any action, because when I don't take action, I won't get rejected. And that is the mindset for most people. So the second thing that you got to change is that you need to change how you actually perform at work, right? And I can tell you this, to increase your performance at work, it is not just about information, because information itself doesn't create change. How many of you here, you guys have attended certain courses or you guys have read books before to find for a solution? If that is you, just type in a yes, right? How many of you have ever attended a course or read books to look for a solution, but then it just doesn't work out for you, or it just doesn't reflect on your business results? And how many of you, sometimes you felt that you spent a lot of time investing so much money in all these different courses from all these different gurus, but then you are not getting something back in return? Your time and effort has been wasted. And then when your friends just ask you something like this, right? Hey, you learn so much, you read so much, but then how come no results? How would you eventually feel at that time? So the thing is that information itself doesn't create change, right? I never believe in information, but I believe in one thing. I believe in transformation. Because when you apply those information in your life, that is when information will turn into transformation. And the thing is that for many people, they say this, right? I am not a motivated person. I am a lazy person. I need to find more motivation, right? And some people tell me this, come Shui, do your motivation stuff on me, right? But the thing is that motivation is not something you can just do it like that. And even when you have motivation, right, it just doesn't last, right? So motivation itself doesn't last. And I don't believe that when you just stand around the room with so many people, you jump around, you say to yourself, life has no problem. You say to yourself, I'm feeling positive. I don't believe in that, right? And the thing is that I believe that when there is a science in motivation, there are certain things that you can eventually do for you to reach your goal, for you to be much more motivated, okay? And how many of you here, you guys are ready for this? I'm going to share with you 3 keys here for you to increase your motivation. And this is backed by science. I'm going to share with you 3 keys here for you to increase your motivation so that you can have more focus at work, so that you can get out of bed easier, so that you can get out of your TV and to do more work? How many of you would like to have that? Type in a yes in the comment if you would like to have that. That's right. Elaine said that external motivation is only temporary, right? Very, very true. Right? A lot of times we use all this external information. Yes, we might feel motivated at that time, or it might even last at most a week. But after that, when you return to the original world, when you are the only person that gets so hyped out, where other people see you like alien in your workplace, not sure what happened to you, after a few weeks, that is when your motivation will eventually dies out, right? And here are 3 keys for you to create lasting motivation inside you. And the first one is this. Number 1, you need to have clarity on your goals. Now, for most people, by the way, let me just do a quick check here, right? How many of you here, you guys know exactly what you want to do in your life? How many of you here know exactly what you want to reach in your life, in your business, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? If you are clear with that, type in clear in the comment. If you are clear with what you want to achieve in your business from 1 year to 3 years from now. Or how many of you here, you guys are not quite sure what you want to achieve? Maybe you have some sort of idea, but then you are not quite sure. Type in unclear in the comment. Type in unclear in the comment if you are not quite clear. Or how many of you here, you guys have no idea at all what to do in your business or in your life? Type in no idea in the comment. Okay, type in no idea in the comment. So I believe that the first step for you to change is always to find clarity in your goals. Now, I know you might have heard a lot about goal setting, right? And sometimes people just say that goal setting is important. But the truth is that they don't even know why. So for most of us, one of the common mistakes that we make is that we set goals based on other people's expectation, based on the community expectation on us, based on the society's expectation on us, based on our parents' expectation on us. So think about it. Like for most of us, right, our parents tell us this: you need to study hard, you need to get a good job. Then after that, you can find a good job, right? Sorry, you can find a good job and they will pay you high. That is what our goals should look like. You need to be a doctor, you need to be an engineer. You see, growing up in a Chinese family, right, there are only a few choices for me. You either be a business person, you either be an accountant, right? So the thing is that a lot of times people tell us what to do. And when we work towards that goal itself, only to find that that goal is not something that makes us happy. That goal is not something that is what we want to do. That goal doesn't align with our purpose in our life. That itself will not motivate you. So regardless of what action you take towards that goal itself, it will not motivate you to do anything, because that is just not your goal. It's just like studies, right? Now in studies, right, a lot of times children are being forced to study without a reason. That's why we hated study. We feel lazy. But when we are able to set a goal that we really know we want this goal, that is aligned with our values, that is aligned with our purpose, and every single day we feel excited waking up to this goal, that is when you find clarity in your goal. And that is something very important. So my dear friends, when you go back home today, ask yourself this. Sit down, take out a piece of paper and pen, just write down, what do I really want for myself, for my life? So write it down. Because once you write it down, you will be more aware of it. Okay? Now, moving on to the second strategy. Now, the second strategy is this. You got to raise your level of acceptance. For most of us, we have very low level of acceptance. So what do I mean by that? You see, for most of us, right, what we do is that many people say this: my goal is to have a 1 million bungalow. My goal is to have a 2 million bungalow. That is my goal. Okay? Now, but another part of them actually said this: but actually, if I don't reach my goal to have this bungalow, an apartment is also good enough, right? Or a terrace house is actually good enough. A lot of people, they have very low level of acceptance. Or some people, they say this, right? I want to have $1 million in my bank account. That is my ultimate goal. But actually, if I have $100,000, right, it is very good already. I can settle for that. I am someone who is very grateful, right? So the thing is that you got to raise your level of acceptance. If you set yourself a goal, that is a must for you to hit that goal. You cannot accept anything that is lesser. And if you look at people who perform at high levels, people who are top achievers in their field, they never settle for less. Once they set a goal, they have to hit the goal. They make it a must for them to hit the goal. And that is what separates them from the rest of the people out there. So my dear friends, you got to raise your level of acceptance, okay? Because if that goal itself is not important enough for you, you will not find a reason to do it, right? And the third key here to motivation, the third key here to performance, right, is this. Master influence and persuasion skill. Now, this is one of the most important skill that you will need to master if you want to be successful at anything. Because how many of you here, you guys agree that whatever you do in your life, whatever goals that you set in your life, you need to leverage on other people's strength to help you reach that goal. Because you cannot ever reach that goal alone. You might be able to reach that goal alone, but it will take up much more time. So you need to leverage on other people's help to reach your goal. And that is where influence and persuasion comes in. So think about it. If right now you are really good at what you do, let's say if you are in business, or let's say if you are in design, and out of 10, right, your skills in design is at a level 10. You are really good at it. But what if I tell you that if your level of communication, if your ability to communicate how good you are is only at a level 5? Imagine where would people see you? People will only see you at a level 5. And you will only get a level 5 worth of opportunity in your life. So in order for you to move up to level 10, you got to master influence and persuasion. Because once you have the ability to influence people, once you have the ability to get people to say yes to you more often, would you agree that your business will eventually change, right? And how many of you here, you guys think that you are not good in influence? Type in a yes if you think that you are an introvert, you can't influence people. Type in a yes if you think that you are that way. But let me tell you this. For me, right, I was once an introvert and I hated public speaking. But at that time, because I practiced it so intensely, and eventually I got good at it. So I do believe that some people, they are just naturally, they are good at influencing skills. But for most of us, we are not good at it, and we have to admit that. But then the next question is that after you do that, what is the next for you? You got to practice, you got to learn, you got to master the skill, because having the skill to influence is a learnable skill. Every single one of us here, we can master influence. And guys, trust me this, when you master influence in your life, you have the ability to read other people's mind. You have the ability to get people to say yes to your idea. How powerful is that in your business, in your personal life, in whatever goals that you want to achieve as well, right? Okay, so you won't say, I'm not an introvert, but I'm not good at persuading, okay? Which is good, which is you are extrovert, you are talking to other people. So the next step for you is for you to master persuasion, right? So it's good that you don't have fear talking to people because you are extrovert. And the next step for you is to master the skill of persuasion. Okay, so my dear friends, that is strategy number 2 for today, which is to increase your performance. Okay, how many of you guys are learning something so far? Just type in yes in the comment if you are gaining value so far from this session. And we have one more strategy to go, right? Okay, now moving on to the final strategy. If you are ready, type in ready. If you are ready, type in ready. By the way, guys, just a kind note, you want to be as participative as possible because towards the end of this session, I will be preparing a very special gift for all of you here who are watching this. All right, so make sure you be participative, make sure I'm able to see you so that I'll be able to hand you this gift towards the end of the session as well. Okay, Heng say yes, right? Yes, okay, so let's start. So for strategy number 3 is this. Once you master your mindset, once you master your performance, the next thing is that you need to master your productivity. How do you double your productivity while working 14 hours lesser a week and achieve the same results or even more? How many of you here, you guys have ever felt that you don't have enough time? And how many of you ever complained this, that I don't have enough time in my life, 24 hours is not enough for me? If that is you, type in yes in the comment as well. Type in yes in the comment if that is you, if you don't have enough time. And in this session here, I'll be sharing with you how to double your productivity so that you'll be able to work lesser, have more time for yourself, but at the same time to achieve the same results that you are getting or even better. Okay, now the misconception that most people have is this. How many of you have ever thought to yourself like this before? If I work hard, I will eventually get what I want, right? And time plus action equals results. How many people think that the more time that they put in, the more action that they put in, eventually they will get results? But my dear friend, let me ask you this. How many of you here know people who work extremely hard but still not reaching their goals, but still not doing well in their life? Or how many of you here, when you guys are in school, right? Do you guys remember when you are in primary school or when you are in high school, right? There's always this kid who just before exam, even during holiday, they just keep on study, and these are the people who make the entire class stress out. How many of you here, you guys know friends like that before, right? And they will just keep on studying, holding their books every places they go. And when teacher just left the class, right, they will take out their exercise book and they will just keep on doing it. How many of you know friends like that? But the thing is that when their results came out, right, you realize that they are actually average. They are actually not that good. You are even better than them. How many of you even realize that, right? So the thing is that by putting in more time into something, it doesn't guarantee you results. And here's the thing. Many of you guys here, you guys complain that you don't have enough time in your business, in your life. You have so many things to cover. But let me share with you this, that business people, they spend 50% of their time doing things that don't get them results, right? And a lot of times we complain that we lack time, but 50% of our time are actually spent on places that don't get us results. Okay, and how many of you here, you guys have actually felt overwhelmed before with all the tasks that you have and somehow you lost focus, right? And you just felt like there are so many priorities in your life to the point where you get busy. You don't have the time to focus on the important stuff. You need to juggle your family, you need to juggle your finance, you need to juggle your whatever career, your kids, and you have so much priorities in your life, right? It's just that everything needs your attention. You are all over the places. But the thing is that for most of us, I want to introduce to you this rule, the 80-20 rule. Most of us, we spend 80% of our time doing things that get us 20% of the results that we want. Most of us, we spend 80% of our time doing things that only get us 20% of our results. But what if there's a way for you to spend 20% of your time and get 80% of your results? How many of you here, you guys would like to learn this? Type in yes in the comment if you guys would like to learn this. Right? And here's the thing. I believe that productivity, right, is about the time that you invested times the quality of the work that you can produce. And that itself will equal to the outcome, right? It is the time that you have invested in certain things, the quality that you put in, that will eventually determine your outcome. So think about it. Let's take sleep, for example, right? Every one of us sleep here. Who don't sleep here? Okay, every one of us here sleep. So let's take sleep, for example. Now imagine this. If person A, he only sleeps 6 hours a day, but then his quality of sleep is around a level of 9 out of 10, okay? Out of 10, at a level of 9. If you times that by 6 hours, the productivity score is around 54, right? Compared to person B. Let's say person B have 8 hours of sleep, but then the quality of sleep is just around 6 out of 10. Do you think that person A, even with lesser sleep, can perform better than person B? Absolutely. And imagine that if you are able to sleep 6 hours a week, compared to person B who sleep 2 hours more, you are able to save 2 hours a day. And that equals to 14 hours a week. And that itself equals to 722 hours a year, which is equivalent to 30 days. Guys, by just optimizing your sleep, by just focusing on the quality, you have extra month for you to do something. How many of you here, you guys would love to have this, right? Some people say that we only have 12 months in a year. But I believe that if you are able to hack time, you can have 1 more month extra, right? Now, imagine, take your work for example. You see, person A, if the time for him invested in the work is 12 hours a day, he has this mentality that says, I need to work hard, I need to work longer hours. But if the quality of work is only at a 5 out of 10, the productivity score will only be at a level, at a 60, right? But compared to person B, let's say if person B is much more effective at what he do, and he only do work for 8 hours a day, right? And then his productivity level is at a level 9. Every single time he work, he makes sure that he get the most out of it. He fully focused in this 8 hours. And would you agree that this person B will eventually perform better than person A? Do you agree that person B will get more results than person A? So my dear friends, do you want to be person A or person B? Type in the comment below. Type in the comment, right? Do you want to be person B or person A? So imagine that if person B is able to work 8 hours, he is able to save 4 hours a day, which is around 28 hours a week and 1,456 hours a year. That is equivalent to 2 months of your time, guys. And imagine if you are able to spend 2 months of your time doing the things that you love. That's why you can see a lot of high achievers, high entrepreneurs, right? They get so much time to travel around. Why? It's because even though they have lesser time, they make sure that they produce most results in the time that they can, right? And I'm going to share with you 2 ways for you to achieve productivity. Now, the first way for you to achieve productivity is this: your purpose and your laser focus, right? Now, let's talk about purpose. You see, you got to first know your purpose. If you don't find your job meaningful, right, guess what? You will not be productive at it. You will not find the motivation to work on your job. And that's why we don't do it well. Because when you don't have a purpose in what you do, or when your purpose is not aligned with you, it is other people's purpose, guess what? That job itself will not be exciting for you. Okay? So you got to know what is your purpose. You got to find a job that is aligned with your purpose. And that is how you get productivity. So imagine this, right? So imagine today, if you have hundreds of, let's say if you have 50 cold calls that you need to make, okay? And if today I put a gun in your head and I tell you this, get this 50 phone call done or I will shoot you in the head. Guess what? Do you think you will find every way possible to get this thing done? Why? It's because your purpose is so strong. And of course, we don't use these extreme examples in your daily life, right? But what I'm saying is that because your purpose is so strong, you make it a must for yourself to do it. And that's the first thing. And the second thing is that you need to have laser focus in what you do. For many people, we focus on too many things at once. And some people, they tell me this: you see, right now, I'm really good at multitasking. I am multitasking 3 things at a time. I am listening to music. I am working on my job. I am having a television in front of me watching Netflix. I am multitasking. I am being very, very productive. Guess what? No. Science has proven that when you multitask, it reduces your productivity by 40%. Imagine, almost half. It cuts your productivity by half. So what I always suggest my students or my clients to do is that instead of multitask, you got to learn how to do single task. So when you're able to focus solely 100% on a single task, get it done, and after you get it done, then only you move on to the next task. And after you finish the second task, then only you move on to the next task. By doing that, it will tremendously increase your productivity level. Try that out, right? So that is the 2 ways for you to increase your productivity level. And the first way is for you to find out your purpose. Find something that's meaningful to you, right? Because if today, let's say if if your goal is for you to exercise, right, to lose weight, that goal itself is not purposeful for you. And imagine that every single day you need to wake up every day, 6 a.m., go for running, you cannot eat your favorite food. That is hell, man, right? But what if your purpose is this? I want to get fit so that I can feel confident inside me and I'll be able to attract the right opportunities to me, be it my partner, be it my business opportunity. And with that, I'll be able to provide more for my family members. Imagine that is your purpose in your life. Do you find that this purpose itself, it will motivate you even more, right? So finding your purpose is something very crucial in your productivity as well. Okay, how many of you guys are getting this so far, right? So with that being said, let's just do a very quick recap on the 3 strategies that we have just mentioned. Strategy number 1 is your mindset. Strategy number 2 is your performance. And strategy number 3 is your productivity. Okay, now, right now, how many of you here, as promised, would like me to hand you a free gift? How many of you would like to have some free bonuses, free gift? Type in a yes in the comment below if you would like to have some sort of free gift or free bonuses. All right, type in a yes in the comment if you would like to have some sort of free gift or free bonuses, right? Okay, are you guys ready? Now here's what I'll be giving out. Okay, now I'll be giving out a brand new training series of mine. Is called the 10 peak performance strategies to reach your goal fast. Now, in this 10 video trainings, I will be breaking down this 10 video training into bite-sized information on the 10 peak performance strategies, or what I call habits, that you can actually have in your life to make you more productive at your workplace, to have more efficiency in what you do, and allow you to reach your goals much faster, right? And number 2 is that I'm going to give you a free PDF on the 12 limiting beliefs that kills your dream. Because for many of you guys here, you guys have different limiting beliefs that is stopping you in your life. And this belief is sabotaging your success. Some of you guys here, you guys are afraid to fail. Some of you guys here have the fear of rejection. Some of you guys have the fear that you are just not good enough. So in this guide here, I'll be guiding you through the 12 most common limiting beliefs that most people have. And how are you able to overcome that? And how many of you think that if you are able to get hold of these 2 things, right, it will help you in your life? If you think that it will help you in your life, type in WOW in the comment if you want this 2 gift. Type in WOW in the comment if you want this 2 gift. Right? Type in WOW in the comment if you want this 2 gift. All right, very good. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. For those of you who want these free bonuses, right, you can actually type down the link here. It's actually a link to a Telegram chat, whereby I'll drop this link. I'll drop this bonuses in this Telegram chat. So basically, this Telegram chat is about me sharing about peak performance strategies, giving you value so that you can continue your learning with me as well. And for those of you who have any question, feel free to check me out on my Facebook and also Instagram. My Facebook is Ong Shui and my Instagram profile is ongshui.official. Okay, and if you happen to share anything about this session, if you have happened to share anything about this session or about what you have learned in this session here, feel free to tag me on Instagram as well. Okay, and also don't forget to tag 100x Entrepreneur Summit as well. And guys, for those of you who are watching this, make sure you click on the link to 100x Entrepreneur Summit, right? Or 100x Connect in the Facebook group, so that you'll be able to get more sessions like this. Okay, so with that, guys, I really hope that you learned something from this session, and I really hope that you are able to apply this in your life. Because remember this, information itself doesn't create change. But what you need to do is that you need to take action for you to create change. And that's all from me today. And thank you so much, guys, for those of you who are tuning in. And after that, I believe we will be having a Q&A session for those of you who have any question, okay? But for now, thank you so much for watching this, guys. And thank you so much for being so participative, right? So MC, back to you.
Thank you so much, Shui. I think you can take over my job here today already. You're even helping us to do shout out for 100x as well. Thank you so much, Shui.
No worries,
Okay.
no worries, my pleasure.
So if you guys have any questions, do leave it at the comment box below. Let Shu Yi know, and then Shu Yi is more than happy to answer for you guys. Yep. Leslie says thank you, Shu Yi. All right. Okay, so Shu Yi, I actually want to know, because since you said you traveled around last year. I mean, I think it should be the year before lah, because last year is
The year before COVID, yeah.
To speak to entrepreneurs, business owners in your show, Achiever Show. Am I right? The Achiever Show. So can you share with us what is the one common thing that you have learned from all the successful business owners?
Right. So what I discovered is that after interviewing so many successful entrepreneurs, right, the first thing that they actually talk about, to my surprise, is not about the strategies that how they handle their business, but it's actually the mindset that they need to have in order for them to handle their business. Because for most entrepreneurs, what they do is that they have very tough mentality. Like for me, right, whenever I interview these entrepreneurs who run public listed companies, who run corporates, who run Fortune 500 companies, I realized that their way of thinking is very different from most of us here. And one of the things that I shared, and that is actually inspired by all these different entrepreneurs who shared with me, right? So this thing is that make personal growth your ultimate goal. Because for many of them who shared this with me, right, they tell me this, it's not just about their business itself, but it's also about how they grow through their business. So basically their business is just a vehicle for them to grow. And whenever they fail in certain businesses, like I have interviewed people who eventually failed in like hundreds of businesses, but then still they managed to get back up. And this advice here is actually inspired by him. And he told me this, whenever I fail, that is not a failure, but that is an experience for me to get back up even stronger. So that was one of the things that I realized in business. Sometimes it's not just about sometimes it's not just about the strategies that we use. Sometimes it's not just about like the technical stuff that we used to say in your business, like what is your business model, what is your revenue stream, all these things. But then what I think that is more important is actually how you equip yourself with the right mindset first. Because once you're able to equip yourself with the right mindset, once you're able to upgrade your thinking to the next level, then your business itself will follow. So that's one of the biggest things that I learned throughout this journey here.
The mindset.
Correct.
Okay, so tuning into the right mindset. I think that's important as well. So guys, any questions for Shu Yi? If not, let me just continue with my second question then. Okay, so Shu Yi, now we know that all the successful entrepreneurs, they've shared this common mindset goal. Now, from your observation then, from the students that you have shared with, why, the strategies that I've seen you share with us, it's pretty straightforward, okay? I wouldn't say it's simple. I would say it's straightforward. It's a no-brainer thing. We have heard of it also. But what is the thing that some people can't make it? Some people will not be able to, pick up all the strategies. They are not able to adapt all these things.
So the thing is that I can share with you this, like 80 to 90% of stuff that I shared, you can easily find it online. You can easily find it through social media. You just type in like how to be productive, and there are literally hundreds of ways to teach you how to actually be productive. But also one thing that I realized is that a lot of times, like I shared in my earlier presentation, all these are just information itself, and information itself will not be able to get you the results that you want. So for most people, they love to learn different things. Like they learn to hop around different courses. They like to invest a lot of money to join different courses to learn. Now, when most people that I see, they join courses to learn, right? Yes, they feel excited whenever they learn something new, but then they can also get what I call the illusion of competency, which means that they might feel that they are good enough. They might feel that they already know that stuff, but then they don't practice it. And then they keep on hopping on to the next new courses. And for us as human beings, we all like to have new things in our life. It gives us some sort of like a freshness in our life. We all love to learn new things. So we are all seekers in our life. But I believe that when you find the right thing for you to follow, when you find the right skill that you want to master, you got to first apply that skill in your life. Practice the skill in your life to the extent where you are able to master it. Then only you move on to the next skill. So a lot of times, like success is easy, Right? Sorry, success is simple, but then it is not easy. Success is simple, but then it's not easy. Like the example I shared about the health, right? So all of us know that in order for us to stay healthy, we just need to do two things: exercise and look after our food. But how many of us here we can actually do that? Not much, because it takes up consistency. It takes up a lot of mental strength for us to do that. So I think the one factor that really separates my students who are able to perform well from those who are not able to perform well is because they are able to process all this information that they have and to really believe in it and to take action. And then they only move on to the next skill once they are able to master that. So that's my take on that.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing with us on that. All right, Elaine says changes can only happen to a truly hungry, seeking person.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally agree with that.
All right, so guys, is there any more questions? If not, I think Shu Yi, any last word before we wrap up this session?
For me, I think that what you guys have been doing in this 100x Entrepreneur Summit is really good. Like there are tons of information out there. Like some of you guys here, you guys might watch this for a few days. There are so much information out there. So my advice to all of you here is that pick something that resonates with you, apply that in your life, and then move on to the next thing. So that's my take on this.
Thank you so much, Shui. Thank you so much for joining 100x Entrepreneur Summit. We hope that you had an amazing day with us and all the best in your future.
Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you so much for you. And thank you so much for those of you who have tuned in and also listened to me and being so participative as well.
All right, see you.
All right,
guys, if you like Shu Yi, please don't forget to also join 100x community so that you have more, in future you get to see, you get to hear, get to listen, get to participate more of this kind of beneficial sessions. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, we are gonna move on with the Facebook Live giveaway. Okay, the Facebook Live giveaway time right now. So share, like, tag your friends in. Okay, that's our common routine already. I'm sure all of us are well aware of it. So what we're gonna do now, I want all of you to tag your friends in. Okay, tag your friends in right now. Okay, tag your friends in right now. Leave the comment keyword. Okay, I want to have the keyword. Can we all have keyword Kit Kat? Let's have Kit Kat in the comment box below. Everyone type Kit Kat. Type Kit Kat. Gonna make you guys slightly alert a little bit because I know it's 5:30 right now. It's break time. It's coffee time. So, well, if you have Kit Kat, have a Kit Kat. Take a break. Commercial time for Kit Kat. Okay, everyone type Kit Kat right now. Kit Kat. Kitty cat. Kit Kat. Everyone type Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Yep, Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Kit Kat. All right, I'm gonna select right now. Go on. Continue with the Kit Kat. Have you guys shared? Okay, have you guys shared? Make sure you shared, yeah? Don't just type your keywords only. Make sure you guys also share this live. Be a sharer. Okay, the sharer thing on top of your name. Okay, share. This is our second live already. So the first live one and this one is totally different. So for this live, make sure you share it. Okay, I see Eden here. I see Lee Yong here. I see Vivian here. I see who else? Elaine is also here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start select now. Number 10. All right. Number 10. Okay. Number 10. I'm gonna come in again. Number 10. Number 10. Let's see. Oops. Where are we now? Okay. Number 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Come on. Keep your comments coming in. 7, 8. 2 more. 2 more. 9. And congratulations, Eden! Yay! Eden, I'm gonna release the, the, what do we call that? The, what do you call it? I'm gonna pop champagne for you. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the champagne for you. Congratulations, Eden. And next one. Next keyword, let me think. Kit Kat, we have Kit Kat already. So now M&N. M-N-N. M-N. Okay, next keyword is M&M. Who likes M&M? I love M&M. Okay, so we've got Kit Kat, we've got M&M. We've been hungry already. Yeah. You know, asking you guys to type all this because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry right now. So M&M. So hungry, right? Chanel. go makan. Go and grab yourself some food, okay? Go and get yourself some snacks. I'm craving for snacks right now. Yeah. M&M. Okay, so I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna come in again. And this round, maybe I'm gonna select number 15. Number 15, I guess. Okay, number 15, yeah? Sounds like a snack session. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 is Leslie. Leslie, congratulations, Leslie. Woohoo, Leslie. Yay. Leslie, have you won something today already? I really can't remember. Have you won something today already, Leslie? I hope you have not. If not, okay, I hope you have not, so that you can actually bring this 30 ringgit back home, all right? Have you won anything yet today? Haha, yeah. You have not, right? You have not won. Oh, yeah, okay, so yeah, this goes to you, Leslie. Yes, okay, the third one. Now we've got Kit Kat, we've got M&M, so it's gonna be Smarties. Okay, everyone type Smarties. Come on, guys, type Smarties in the comment box below. Smarties. Getting all of you to type all the snacks, all types of chocolates. Okay, actually, I don't think Smarties is really chocolate. It's more like it's candy. It's more like a candy, yeah. Smarties, okay, everyone type Smarties. Who still remembers Smarties? Oh, it's been a while, man. Smarties. I think we still eat Kit Kat, we still eat M&M, but Smarties, it's been a while. You want Smarties? Jonah says, yes, I want Smarties. Okay, Smarties has left the chat. It's chocolate lah. Yeah, is it? Is it? Okay, well, if you think it's chocolate, it's chocolate. It's all, it's how you think it. If we know what Smarties, but if we know what Smarties, it reveals our age already. Okay, yeah, I don't think, do they still sell Smarties? Can I think of it as a fruit? Well, up to you. If you think dragon fruit is not a fruit, if you think star fruit is not a fruit. Okay, back to it. Let's select the winner for this, okay? I'm gonna select number 15 or so, okay? Number 15 or so. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, guys, keep your comments coming in, okay? Because I've just refreshed, I don't see your comments yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jonah! Congratulations to you, Jonah! Woohoo! Jonah, I hope that I'm giving you away Smarties instead of Shopee. But anyway, you've won yourself a 30 ringgit Shopee cash voucher, Jonah. So if you want to use the Shopee voucher to go and buy your Smarties, well, you can do so, okay? So let me recap again who else we've got. We've got Eden, we've got Leslie, and we've got Jonah. Congratulations to Three of you guys, have fun with your 30 ringgit Shopee cash voucher, okay? Congratulations to three of you. Now, of course, today's selfie takeaway, let's show them again what is the theme. If you have not yet taken any photo, please go ahead and participate. Our theme is face mask. Okay, our theme today is face mask. Go and get yourself a photo with the face mask, okay? Make sure you give girlfriend voucher. Yes, go and take photo, okay? And see who is the first winner. The first winner is who again? Eden Yong, yes, Eden, and then of course we got Leslie, and of course we have Jonah. Okay, so take a photo with face mask and upload it to your social media, Facebook, Instagram account, hashtag 100x Summit, 100x Summit. All right. Jonah win again. Yeah, I think Jonah is very enthusiastic. He keeps his comments just pop. Yeah, Yanwen, you have to do better, okay? Yanwen, you have to do better than, okay? I buy then pass some for you. For me? You mean for me? And then, oh, and the 100XT. Oh, thank you so much, Shona. You are so sweet. Yeah. Okay, so let's show them our agenda for today. What's happening later on in the two more sessions that we've got. Let's show them a quick one of the agenda. Now, that's a reason why I actually asked all of you to type all the chocolate names in the comment box, because today in the fourth session, which is the 9 p.m. session, where speaker has specifically requested that all of you to get ready with 4 chocolates, okay, 4 chocolate bars. So go and get yourself some chocolate bars right now while you're getting your dinner. If you go out and tap out for your dinner, you're buying your dinner, okay, or in your refrigerator you have dinner, okay, go and get 4 chocolate bars, okay, go and get yourself 4 chocolate bars. And okay, so as we can see right now, we've just finished Shuyi's session. So up next will be John's session, and he's going to talk about Sales Samurai Mastery. After that, it's going to be Wall of Gratitude again. So last night, for those of you you don't have the chance to read out the message from the universe, okay, please go and do it. Okay, go and participate in the Wall of Gratitude. See what are the messages sent to you today, because today's message, it will be different from yesterday's message. Later on, you will see me popping in and go and select my number, my lucky number. I'm going to select first. I'll get C18R8. Same number as yesterday. Okay, and the last part is Beverly session, which is what I asking all of you to get ready with your chocolates. Okay, 4 bars of chocolates. Please get ready with 4 bars of chocolate for the last session tonight, 9 p.m. And I think our session is ready. Okay, our co-founders is also ready. So please join me to welcome our co-founder. We have Chanel and Jonah.
Hello, everyone. So how is
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Is everyone checking in with your face mask today? So this is the face mask that I got from my friend. Yes. So let me take it out for a while. Hello, Jonah. How are you doing?
Hi, Chanel.
It's a Friday.
Doing great. Yes,
Hey.
It's happy Friday. Been anxiously waiting for a lot of activities going on, especially with the summer is all going on.
So have you been following up with our summit all these days?
Yes, of course. It's a lot of content to digest, and I just keep jotting down all the notes, and I've yet to digest every single one of them. But it's been overcrowded kind of information, and we just keep the focus. Have to increase our focus to figure out what actually can be applicable for our site.
Yeah, and I saw that you were so active in Sheena's session just now. Like
yes,
you were having
of course.
fun.
Oh, it's more than fun. Not only that, we just learn about our dress code, how we mesh out everything. It's about the presentations, the emotion, not just about how our own feeling. It's about the atmosphere that we are participating by blending with the right the dress up, the dress code, the way you present yourself. Even Zoom itself have so much things that we have to be aware of, So it's more than excited.
Especially when you're dressing up with black color right now, can kind
Yeah.
of feel that you're a bit serious, like you're the authority today.
Yes.
So before we go on, Jonah, you want to tell everyone who you are, who Jonah Lee is?
Yes, sure. I'm John of Lee from JLX Creative and also Renergy. Basically, I'm a web designer by profession, and I've been in creative field for more than 16 years now, from 3D animations to the animations, interior design, and now I'm more focused on the website and digital products like user interface for mobile and web app design development. And on the partial, I'm also doing a lot of life coaching with metaphysics and consultations to help people unblock and plan out their life, and to coach them, to help them to move to break all the obstacle and their just break their limited belief and be thriving state.
So tell us, like,
Hmm.
all these things that you have been through, right? So
Yeah.
since you're in so since you're in so many hustles right now, right? So
Mhm.
what made you feel like when you were before 100x? Like I think the first time I joined you, you were a bit style, like you were having that hat. That's why I remember, like the first time I feel,
Yeah.
wow, why is this guy so different from the rest of the guys? Like the way you dress up 12 a.m. in the morning, still with the style. So the first time I saw you, you were pretty quiet. But
Mm.
after knowing you for a while, hey, I didn't realize that Jonas can be so talkative. And to be frank with you all guys, Jonas is a very hilarious person. Okay, so when before you joined 100x, right? Who were you?
Oh, back on then, I think around before around April, I was with all the COVID or the lockdown, it does impact my industry. Even I'm doing web design and doing consultations, our client actually impact the most, and subsequently they're just locked down. They can't do anything, and their operation stuck, and we have to completely have to adapt into new environment, because all this while we get used to meet up face to face, talk with each other to understand, with all the project and consultations have to do one on one. But it was so tiring because I thought the whole new change is so lonely, because I thought that I know how to use all the Zoom, all this stuff, but not everyone understand this kind of blockages, obstacles. And I was quite lonely, struggling the entire whole year. And subsequently I think around June, and I connected with you guys, 100x, because I was informed by a friend who told me, hey, there was this community where they are all really passionate into giving, sharing, and learning together. And that time, I was also having some free time to do some sharings and help other people to learn new stuff. And I was like, well, why not? Maybe if this guy, this group really clicks in, well, why not? So subsequently, I just add me into a WhatsApp group, and the first impression, the whole message, the moment I introduced myself, was so overwhelming. And because it was so funny, everyone was just, hi, are you a boy or a girl? Where are you? Show us your photo. And what do you do? And some people, a lot of different. So it was so funny. It's totally completely different from any other business network, because I've been joining a lot of different business networking group. The WhatsApp group very formal. You have to write down your introductory, how many words, your dress code must be very proper. And I was like, wow, this group is completely different. This is like same. We are talking about the same channel, same ngam partner. Ngam click.
It's like
So that was
you can just go to the mama and just talk to the person just like that, right? Like it's like the long lost friend that you have just met again, right?
Exactly. So from June and subsequently, I just start to join in and just chit chat, and I got to know that you all been doing daily Zoom session for free, and I was like, wow, every night you all can tahan one I thought just you mean daily is maybe Monday to Friday, but no, it was like even Sunday, everyone also just keep coming up, showing up, share and bringing up a lot of different inspiration speakers and a lot of people who passionate about their industry. And the most thing that I love is that this community is not like other business group or other group where their so-called community is about, invite the high-end speakers, successful entrepreneurs come here to show off what they have done, But this group is very humble. They are real. And people also they're just able to express their pain. because I was new to the group, I was so defensive. I just worried, wow, if the group know who I am, the real me, my struggling, it was like very paise, it's like just feeling uneasy.
I
But
think
throughout the whole chit
I can
chat,
feel you.
different.
I think I can feel it because I think I only joined like 2 months before you.
Uh,
I wasn't able to be open up as well, but along the
mm,
way, because everyone is just so authentic, then I managed to open up myself as well. Like right now, everyone was telling every
exactly.
Saturday is Chanel's crying night, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
yeah,
And it made me felt that this group is like the same group of people who are normal human beings, and they are strugglers, survivors. They are also thrivers. There are a lot of high achievers in the group as well. But they are also a lot of real people. They are also facing the same norm as much as I do. On the spot, I think the first day I already click in, already blend in. No need to do much explanation. And then the night start with the Zoom, and everyone enjoy chit chat and learn a lot of new stuff from different people. And their sharing is so genuine, it is like not staged, not properly prepared like professional. There's like, we are so engaging. We just ask a lot of questions because our curiosity, and how do you make money, and how are you going to survive, and how are you going to move on to the next stage. And eventually from there, I understand that whatever this group are sharing is real and is so applicable for most of us, because it's the same problem that I was facing too. I was having a lot of depression back then because I wasn't comfortable in making this kind of change. And I was like, wow, the whole world is moving so fast. Everyone was doing digital marketing, joining a lot of guru class now. But I was struggling. So I was like, what is even the next stage? So subsequently, I just opened to just communicate, chit chat with the rest of the group, and eventually realized that most of people also facing the same dilemma. And this platform allow us to have a place to express ourselves, being real, being able to express not only our own pain, to find out what are the solutions out there. And the group will just have connections, resources, and bring the next right speaker come here to address the issue. And that was the thing that got me so inspired to contribute and share more, and subsequently daring myself to do my first sharing in the 100x group that time. It was very inspiring because I haven't done this before in such a sharing environment, but the group was so comfortable to work together with, and it just bring me to a very comfortable atmosphere that these are all, it's the same people. We are learning and growing together. So which is why I think this group is the most practical and easier group of people who share the same passion to grow and inspire together.
yeah. I mean, I still remember celebrating your birthday on the 1st
Yeah.
Jan. Like, everyone was, "Hey, Jonah, where are you? Come on in. We're waiting for you. Come on. How can we leave you
Oh my
behind?
gosh.
Like, it's your birthday." Like, I mean, we have treated each other as family. To be honest, let's say I have not gone to Zoom for a few days, there'll be people texting me, "Hey, Shana, what are you up to? Why am I not seeing you for a couple of days?" I mean, that's why right now we have Discord, right? I think probably right now we talk more often on Discord because
Yeah,
we can
non-stop.
talk. Yeah, like Jonathan, you're always there. I don't know. I don't understand why you're always there, right? Even Taipusa, we had a great talk. So I can really see that you have the passion in your inner work. You have your passion in your master consultation. And yesterday you even gave a few percent the consultations, based on their drive in your life. So after mingling with the people in 100x, how do you feel? Like, I know you have always wanted to contribute back to the community and the society, right? So right after 100x, what was that one thing that you have experienced and you feel happy about it?
The most important is the people, the mindset, their mentality. They are not high flyers, they are real, and they are really down to earth. They are just trying to learn, and it just make you feel that you can be who you are authentically. You don't need to worry about try to put on a lot of different masks. This group is all about genuinity. And if you ask for help, there will be help. If you don't know what you want, you just let them know where you're stuck at. Immediately help will just appear in front of you. Like yesterday, some people just having these blockages and misunderstanding. and they just want to have some direction. And we're just sharing and truth, like puzzle tools is help us to diagnose what is going on, what is the problem, what is stopping us, and what are the lessons, and what are the next thing we need to do. So by just a very simple discovery, people just get unblocked. They understand their current challenges was meant to teach them something. And the group able to cushion their fear. You know, everyone have fear, but having the right group of people who understand your struggle, and you don't feel like so alienated, and you felt that you are in a safe zone to try, to fail, and back up and learn and adapt. This kind of community is very rare. It's rare and it's hard to find. Most internet community is all about to troll you, to, you know, they just throw rubbish at you. They complain, laugh at you, and laugh at your weakness, laugh at your failure. But this group is all about supporting and growing together, because there's no right or wrong, which is the most very close, very intimate, very personal, that I don't think you can find it anywhere out there, especially where you can really ask for help in WhatsApp or Discord room. Help will be there. You just need to know where are you right now and what is stopping you right now.
Yeah,
Even if you don't know, people just come here and offer their time to help you out. Especially like now we have body, soul, mind talk, hard skill, soft skill, everything. It's just like what you mentioned. You can be so authentic and just be yourself and grow.
Thank you so much, Jonath. I mean, I believe that a lot of people can really resonate and connect with what Jonath has told us all about, like authenticity of the community. If you agree, type 7, type 7. I'm so sorry because of the time constraint. Jonath, can you make Chanel cry now? I'm so sorry. I think this got to go private. Probably if you want to see whether Jonath has the ability to cause Chanel to cry, you can join in Saturday's inner talk session with Yuki and Jonath. So you can experience yourself firsthand to see how it goes, to see whether Chanel is so easy to cry just in front of all of you. So thank you so much again, Jonath, and back to you, Vivian.
If a picture paints 1,000 words, your image speaks 1,000,000. Hi, I'm Sheila Wong, an international image consultant and an expert in personal and corporate image from Sweat Image International. If you want to start a business or you want your business to grow bigger, you must know how to look credible enough for the $1 million job. Join me in the 100X Entrepreneur Summit on 29th of January at 2 p.m. and let me guide you on how to transform your image looking from comfortable to credible. I can't wait to see you at the summit.
Hi everyone, this is Zachary. I'm the founder of Underdog Strategy as well as the CEO of Next Level Group. All right, and I'm coming to you live from my home office in Singapore. So I'm actually going to be sharing with you all in this upcoming summit, right, about how you can quickly accelerate and grow your business rapidly. All right, and I know many of y'all are entrepreneurs and you have been affected by the COVID situation, and some of y'all might even have been locked down again, right? And you might be thinking to yourself, how can I be expanding and growing my business during this period of time? Well, just share with you that this method that I'm about to be sharing in the summit, right, actually works because I've actually helped this company to grow from 1 mil to 9 mil in 2020 during the thick of COVID action. All right. So if you're thinking of how to scale and how to grow a company and you need some help and you think that this year is going to be a tough year, do drop by the 100X Summit and I'll see you there. All right. Ciao.
My name is Vivian. My name is Vivian. Hi all, my name is Vivian. Welcome back to Tong Heng's Facebook Live. Please join me to welcome Mr. Lee.
Hi, Vivian.
Hello guys, my name is Vivian and welcome to Shrashko Professional's first ever Facebook Live. I'm your host, Vivian. Let's go clock it. Let me take you on the tour of the property. Damansara Furnishing Center supplies furnishing of premium quality with a touch of modern aesthetic. Zenmoya Malaysia specializes in contemporary, multifunctional, and space-saving interior solutions.
We expect to see this building up. Yay! Come on, shout out to them. Yes!
Please continue to share and like